What we do? Scale up growth is all about helping you grow and scale your business. We focus predominantly sort of breaking through the one and three barriers. What I find is that my clients, 1 million, 3 million, 10 million, 30 million, 100 million, if that makes sense. They're the barriers that most founders and CEO battle to actually break through. So that's where I spend most of my time. It's all about impact, more money, more freedom, and to help you scale. So who am I to actually give you advice on this? Very quickly, I'm a CEO 4 times, largest company with 600, a team of 600 over about 19 countries. Smallest is probably where I am now with me and a team of about 6. This is me having a more enjoyable, not a senior executive in the dim dark past of some of the largest companies running around. So I believe fairly experienced and in the right spot to advise you on this. So let's start. Can you please write this down?
Yeah, okay.
Can you please write this down? If you can't measure it, you can't optimize it. If you can't measure it, you can't optimize it. The reality is that most CEOs are flying. They're drowning in numbers, or worse, they don't have the right numbers at all. My question to you is, what if in just 20 minutes a week you could see exactly how your business is performing and how your team was aligned on it too? That's what today is all about. So, are you leading blind? This is a wonderful question. Are you actually running a business, or are you just self-employed? Can you take a holiday? Can you take a day, a week, a month? If you took a month off, does the money stop flowing? If the answer is yes, well, you really don't have a fully blown business. You should be able to take decent time off as a business owner or CEO without falling into what I call the founder's paradox, the fact that your business is not valuable without you. So most CEOs are firefighting, they're not leading. The numbers are unclear or arrive too late. Your team isn't.
Oh, I'm listening to something. Oh, yeah.
Whoever that is, could you please
It's a
turn your microphone off?
meeting that,
Thank you.
well, I'm trying to do it while I'm here.
So team isn't blind and everybody has their own version of the truth.
How to improve your business.
Sorry about that, whoever that is. You'll react instead of driving. If you don't measure it, you can't manage it. If you can't manage it, you can't scale it. So just muting that person. So what's the hidden cost? What's the hidden cost of no dashboard? Your profit leaks, the profit leaks you don't see. Your growth stalls without warning. You're stuck in the weeds. You're exhausted. This is you, the CEO. Your team makes decisions in the dark. You're flying blind. Flying blind is already costing you time, money, and peace of mind. So the idea today is we're going to fix that for you. It's in an interactive exercise or interactive webinar. So what does a CEO dashboard look like? It's actually really quite simple. It's a simple tool, and the aim here is to provide you with a simple tool. And this is the way I work with all my clients. Generally one to 2 page tools, very simple, easy to execute on. So this thing tells you whether or not you're winning. It tells you whether or not you're winning. We track our North Star metric or metrics. The top 5 CEO level numbers, revenue and the like. The 3 to 5 numbers each leader on your team owns. And generally it's on one page or one whiteboard. The really good part about this is that it's not just for you, it's for your team. They'll see the numbers, they'll own the numbers, and they'll start solving problems before you even know they exist. 20 minutes a week to stay aligned, accountable, and scaling. 20 minutes. Oops, sorry. So bear with me, I've just got a bit carried away there. So case study, client of mine, $6 million founder CEO, constantly fighting fires. No clear reporting, numbers late, growth flat. So we built the dashboard, one North Star metric, 5 CEO KPIs, Evergreen KPIs, 3 KPIs per each division, sales, marketing, ops, etc. Within 3 months, 20% revenue growth, weekly leadership meetings under 30 minutes, CEO freed from daily operations. That's what our aim is here. We're looking to give you clarity plus accountability, which will give you growth and freedom. So, how do we do it? Firstly, the 3 key things are keep it simple, keep it weekly, and keep it manual. Keep it simple, weekly, and manual. Okay, simple. This works for companies at $90 million revenue, and it works for companies at 10 million, or multiples of $10 million of revenue, and it works for small companies as well. I encourage my clients not to have detailed databases, for want of a better word, that get updated automatically. Most of my clients track this CEO dashboard in a Google Sheet or on a whiteboard in a battle room in their office. Okay, keep it simple. Track it weekly. Real time is too noisy. Monthly is too slow. Weekly gives you the rhythm you need to steer fast and to adjust fast. And then finally, make it manual. This one gets a lot of pushback, but it's critical. When your leaders type in their numbers themselves, they own them. If they're updated manually out of some system, the leaders rarely will look at them and don't own them. Okay, so how does it work? Firstly, the thing we need to identify is what are the metrics we're going to track. And we're going to do that today. I'm actually going to introduce some AI to you, just simple ChatGPT to help you design your KPIs, your evergreen metrics, and your North Star. So we'll actually make that interactive. And by the end of this call, you'll walk away with the first cut of your CEO dashboard. So the first thing is design the metrics. The second thing is second key thing is add an owner to the metric. And then from there, we break the metrics down into weeks. Okay. You have annual targets, break them into weeks, into months and into weeks. Tracking weekly is the key. Third one, from your annual or 3 yearly targets, what's your monthly target, which translates into your weekly targets. By the way, we are going to provide you copies of this presentation and the worksheet. Crystal, if you can do that, please. So you don't need to take detailed notes. Everything that I'm talking about will be in the actual worksheet that Crystal will provide you in the chat. So finally, then we look at the monthly targets. We then look at the monthly actual, and we look at red, yellow, green metrics, a traffic light metrics. So green or super green is we're on track. We're really happy. We don't need to talk in great detail about that at the weekly meeting. Yellow is we're off track, but we have a plan. We're off track, but we have a plan. Red is we're off track, but we don't have a plan. Red is we're off track and we don't have a plan. And notice on the right-hand column here, not only do the 2 right-hand columns, one is where we source the metrics from, but also notes. So you're looking for your leaders to put notes in there, yellow and red, as to where we're up to. And this allows you then to target your valuable time into the most important areas. Okay, I'm hoping this is making sense. So what's your job in this whole thing? Your job is to execute projects that turn red to yellow and yellow to green. Red to yellow, yellow to green. That is your job as a CEO. Just think about that for a moment. How many of you have a one-page database, a one-page dashboard at the moment that you can look at weekly and that you can identify if you're on track or not? Can I have a show of hands? That's about a quarter of the people who are on the video. Okay, so what we're going to do now is actually do some work. Show of hands, how many of you use ChatGPT? Yep, great. So what we're going to do now is identify the first metrics, the evergreen metrics for your business. Can you please open up ChatGPT? Open up your ChatGPT. Now, question, have you all got your privacy settings set up on ChatGPT? Yeah, thanks, Tom. So the key here with privacy settings is to make sure that if you need to enable your privacy settings so that ChatGPT is not sharing all of your private company data and your private data to the world. So that's the first thing you need to do under settings. So what I want you to do now, so we're looking, just going back a bit, we're going, if you look at the left-hand column, evergreen metrics at the top. There's 4 there: revenue, profit margin, cash collected, revenue per employee. They're just examples. What I'd like you to do is open up the worksheet that Crystal has shared in the chat. Go to this page in the chat, in the workbook, I should say, and copy this prompt. Act as a CEO performance coach. Help me identify 4 to 5 evergreen metrics that the CEO must track. For example, revenue, profit margin, revenue per employee, customer retention, cash flow, etc. Interview me by asking one question at a time. Now, this is a critical thing for ChatGPT. And it's not just ChatGPT, it's whichever one you're using, large language model you're using. These language models, they get lost and they can hallucinate in long chats, okay? So the idea here, interview me by asking one question at a time, allows the large language model, Genesis, Gemini, GPT, to keep it focused on what you're trying to achieve. Once you have enough information, propose 2 to 3 different sets of evergreen metrics that fit my situation, explain why each set matters, and recommend the best 4 to 5 for my CEO dashboard. So copy and paste that into ChatGPT. Now, one of the tricks of ChatGPT, let me just stop sharing and I'll bring it up. Bear with me. One of the tricks of ChatGPT, so I'll just bring it up. Bear with me, is this button here. See the microphone? Oh, no, sorry, I'm not sharing. I apologize. Can you see my ChatGPT here? Yeah. So one of the tricks of ChatGPT is to talk into it rather than type. So I've got multiple screens opening. I'm just rearranging my screens. Just bear with me for a moment. So there's a microphone. Can you just see that microphone? So I'm going to allow it. And I'm going to chat into that microphone in just a moment. Hey, ChatGPT, act as a CEO performance coach. Help me identify 4 to 5 evergreen metrics that every CEO must track. For example, revenue, profit margin, revenue per employee, customer retention, cash flow. Interview me by asking one question at a time about my business model, growth goals, and team structure. Once you have enough information, propose 2 to 3 sets of evergreen metrics that fit my situation, explain why each set matters, and recommend the best 4 to 5 for my CEO dashboard, and then show me how to measure them. So I've just pressed the tick. Thinking. And then you press the arrow and the dictation feeds into ChatGPT. Okay. Now, people must think I'm strange. I talk to ChatGPT in the car. I solve problems while I'm driving. I get it to, but all by using my voice. So let's look at this here. Let's build this out step by step. I'll interview you with one question at a time so we can get the right evergreen metrics for your CEO dashboard. First question, what's your core business model and how do you make money, e.g. services, etc.? Okay, so I could then go press the microphone and dictate that in. So what I'm going to ask you to do is actually jump on your ChatGPT. Let's take 3 to 4 minutes for you to dictate this in and for it to start asking you questions. And let's start, you guys start building your evergreen metrics. That sound all right with you guys? Any questions? Okay, I'm going to set a timer for, let's call it 4 minutes. And you guys have a go and let's see what you come up with.
Thanks for tuning in to the Scale Up Growth Podcast. Make sure you hit subscribe so you'll be the first to know when the next episode drops.